Alright guys, let's see how far we can get today. I mean, this is all post-game stuff anyway, but I'm guessing you have to rescue roll eventually.
You guys never failed to impress.
Any other requests?
Technically, yes, but I know it's not really my place to say this, but maybe you should take the rest of the day off. You've already done wonders for our city, and we're grateful for the help. The last thing we want is our heroes overworking themselves.
I'll drink to that. How about it, Id? First round's on me.
Sorry, but I think
Does
I'll
he
pass.
drink? Yeah.
Well, at least you let me down gently. The old you wouldn't have bothered with an apology at all.
I'll say, you started off at, like, thorny cactus. But now, you're more like brick wall.
Thanks, I guess. Being around the crew helps.
Look at that! You even learned humility! Now work on that smile, and you'll be 2 steps from Prince Charming in no time!
Uh-huh.
On the other hand, folks like the tall, dark, and silent type. Just keep up the good work. I'm sure this city will accept you as the new Mr. Fix-Id in no time flat.
Oh, thank goodness you're here.
Carrying man.
What's happened?
Something urgent. I'll explain. I heard rumors of your good work and traveled.
First off, I'd like to thank all of you for saving Seed Hollow. And Id, I don't know if you remember, or maybe I should say...
We promise...
Don't worry. I've also been informed that he's now helped...
No.
Alright, what's he
I
gonna...
wish we had the luxury of...
Ask away.
I'm sure you're already acquainted. Thing is, the church is gone, but it's still... We kept a close eye on it, and it seems to have lost all its power. It's just floating along, like a big rock in the sky. Well, a few days ago, we discovered a bunch of monsters shaped like shadow people. We cleaned most of them up ourselves, but...
Oh, okay, we got shadow versions of,
Different how?
I never felt anything like it. We were overwhelmed by waves of dark energy.
Okay,
Our
we're getting like
forces couldn't even get
humanoid
close.
refights mainly, or like you're fighting evil versions yourself. They just need a story way to justify
Luckily,
it.
it didn't seem keen on leaving the tower. But with a threat that big, it's better not to take chances. That's why I'm here.
Ready for some ghost busting?
Of course. Avia summoned that tower. So it's my responsibility to tear it down.
Thank you. I know this is a lot to ask, so I'm registering the mission with the Crew Alliance. You'll be fairly compensated for your service. Hate to make you guys rush.
Okay. Next, is it the next tier of difficulty?
Come to view the requests? What do you think?
No, it's still veteran. No. Wait, what difficulty is it? Or is it just you have to be on the boat? Maybe a sky ship. Oh, I guess you just have to sail there on the sky ship. Oh no, it's like an actual main story then. Oh, this is like an actual...
Mine!
Nice. Reagents.
Yay, stuff!
Sometimes I wish we only took easy missions. No point complaining now, though.
Alright, we gotta go back to the zone.
Ugh, this place makes my scales stand up. Yeah. I don't want to stay here any longer than we have to.
Do we have any of them? Well, okay, so the chapter select shows you how many Wii pincers you're missing in each chapter, and I gotta say I missed like 90% of them. I'll just abandon it. Well, there's one right here. Okay.
Mr. Crab, I found you!
I really wish on like the return to the stage you'll like go like, hey, you know, we'll show you where they are this time.
Ugh, what are they? Are these supposed to be our shadow monsters?
Perhaps, but they're not our primary target. The soldier mentioned one exceptionally powerful shade.
Ready your weapons.
Ominous fold.
Let's roll. Keep on occurring. Just how many are there?
Doesn't matter. We'll get them all. Let's keep moving.
It's just over there.
Ed, are you doing all right?
I am. This place just brings back memories. This was where Lilith...
I can only imagine how it must feel to be back.
Sorry. I'm fine, really. Don't worry about me.
If you're sure. Open sesame.
Damage cap 3+. Okay. So yeah, apparently there's a damage cap, and like the end game sigils is just where a whole bunch of damage cap breaking sigils, which I feel is like, I don't know, it's kind of boring, but that's the meta apparently.
We can never catch a break here. Luckiest Skyfarers in Vega Grande.
At least everyone on, okay, so on the main missions, everyone on your team gets the XP,
Sure you're okay?
I'll be fine.
which is nice, considering you have to get them to level 60 in order to get their ending, whatever.
Got that right. You're one of us now.
Let's find more.
Here? No?
Much obliged.
Hey, I remember this is the annoying chest place. I remember this. Okay, I guess you go this way first.
Ooh. Too late to run. Convenient.
Oh, there's more. Level 100 is a cap, we know that.
Here goes. Ta-da!
Is that the end though?
I sense something, but I can't put a finger on what. This air is oddly stifling.
Oh hey, it's shit. Oh, we're doing FF4 shit.
Like my shadow. What the hell is going on?
I don't understand either, but it doesn't look open to break. Get ready for a fight.
Does he just use the same moves? Yes, he does. Thankfully, I had some practice then, because I did fight this. I did fight it already in the grand story and. Oh.
What is this thing? Why does it look like me?
It might be part of the pillar's defenses. Just like the shadow clone of Puritan we fought here before.
Whatever it is,
Oh, no.
I'm taking it down. It has to be on mark.
Must be weird finding yourself, but we've got your back.
Let's roll.
There's so much shit happening though.
Come up with a sufficient strategy.
Hang on. They're gonna
Just keep dodging. Can't attack forever.
You know best. Hey, it's just like when we fought you.
Oh. Oh no.
Let's roll. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Fantastic.
Oh no. Ooh.
I'll be. Come on, take this, coward. Stuck the landing on that one.
That's right.
This thing's tough. Pick the right kind of risk.
Let's roll.
They're just desserts.
Oh. Soul transmitted. Oh, play the theme song. He can also transform into dragon form.
Copy the dragon's powers too.
It's using the same trick. We can get through this.
Let's roll.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
What'd you let yourself get in for?
Oh. Oh no. Alright, don't be on the thing.
Convenient.
Don't drop your guard, guys.
Let's go, Relink.
Here. A moving target. Eat this, sucker. Go, Dharma.
Roger that. This thing still creeps me out.
I hear ya.
Shine as one! Yes!
It's powering again. Nope. Get out the way. Nope. The strings. Alright, just don't stand on the thing. He's still overdriving? Oh, he got him. He got him.
It's done. You okay, Id?
What do we
Weirdly,
get?
I
And getting good
think
loot?
I actually needed that. After going toe to toe with the dragon's destructive power,
Everyone leveling up?
I swear I can tackle anything now.
I heard about your victory. On behalf of all the citizens of Seed Hollow, thank you. You've done our city a great service.
Always happy to lend a hand. If you ever need help again, you know who to call.
Keep watching that tower, though. A creepy place like that makes a perfect lair for monsters.
We'll be sure to settle. Well,
Are we?
you are the local.
It's mine.
It is. After you complete a few more requests for us, why don't you invite me back to Folka as one of your loyal clients?
Are we
Then
gonna
we can have a
get?
chat over tea or something.
I guess we're gonna get new. Second.
Thanks for understanding.
Least I could do for our heroes. Now I should probably get going.
You truly are something special. Even professional soldiers couldn't take down that monster.
Fighting's about all I'm good for.
You need to stop putting yourself down like that. Hubris is bad, sure, but a little self-confidence never
That
hurt
is
anyone.
something that I
You've
think
improved the
some people
lives of
need
the
to
people
learn,
in our
right?
city.
Like,
That's
exuding
something to be
confidence
proud
is a useful skill in and of itself, even if you're like, you know, got imposter syndrome or whatever.
Listen, I know you're new to this positive feedback thing, but just take the compliment, will ya?
I'm proud to be of service, but I'm still nothing like Roland.
You don't need to be like Roland. Just be the best version of yourself.
That's what Lyria keeps telling me.
Yep, you're your...
Okay, got it. Hey, you.
Oh, okay. They just want you to grind more jobs.
Oh, right. Just leave it to Mr. Fix-It.
Oh, well. Extreme quest difficulty has been unlocked, giving you new quests to challenge. You've also earned the following rewards. Another crewmate card.
Oh, sweet! New jobs got added.
Nice. Can't wait to see what's available.
Frosted flowers. Oh shoot, no, I should have turned in I should have gotten the crewmate first. Because when you complete a quest, all your crewmates get the XP. Oh, okay. Level 2 transmutation. So you can make legendary sigils now. I only have like... This is probably the highest you can make it, right? Unless there's... Is there a level 3 afterwards? Well, people want the damage cap. Apparently that's a big one. Getting good. Combo booster 3, charge attack 4. I don't know, what does combo booster do exactly? Gradually boost damage every successive hit. Effect resets if the next hit isn't made in time. Okay, this is for people who do a lot of hits. Like, if anyone's ever seen Waka's Okay, so I need gold Dahlia badges to get the final crewmate card. Unless you can get it some other way. I mean, I don't know, maybe. Oh, you can... Oh! You have to... Okay, these aren't paid DLC, guys. You trade Supreme Weapon Essences for this guy. Okay. What is Revenant Medallion? I guess I'll wishlist it. I'm not exactly sure what you can do, but we have almost all of them. We're only missing these two. I guess Siegfried. No one's ever played Soul Calibur? Big edgelord guy.
Strength is found in camaraderie.
What? Yo, he's talking about the power of friendship? You are not the guy I expected to talk about the power of friendship. I'll be honest. Let's see what he does.
Show them our resolve.
The blood of a dragon flows through the veins of this powerful knight. He swings his greatsword with ease and cleaves enemies in twain. Oh, he's kind of like it. Press square repeatedly to perform a combo. Press triangle to perform a lunging attack. Okay, yeah. His square attacks will hit even harder when chained together in a combo with perfect timing. Okay, so he's like the timed hits also. Oh yeah, this is very similar to like... What else does he have? Oh, he has a launcher. Ooh, he has a combo. Verdrangen. Shockwave.
Don't mistake mercy
okay, he gets a buff.
Too slow. Let us begin.
Can you do that? Okay, perfect execution.
You're finished.
Combo finisher. Is there a triangle finisher? Okay. Maybe. He seems pretty simple to play. I mean, maybe he has some other mechanic that I just haven't figured out yet, but... Alright, Tragic hero, huh? Okay. I guess I can trade more. I could trade in the knick-knack vouchers for... But I don't know which ones I'm not gonna need, though, is the thing, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure which ones I don't need. I mean, Raphael coins, I guess? It's every 10. Oh, you would only get, like... You would not get that many. Never mind. You know what? Let's just hold off on this stuff. Supposedly damage cap is what you need. So let me get the, I guess I just give her the damage cap stuff, right? Oh, and it gives you attack. Nice. Yeah, oh, there are multi-skill sigils, too. I didn't even know that. That's pretty good. This one's epic. Quick cooldown. Level 7. There's only, okay, so we only have 2 damage cap ones. Oh, there's a lot more quests now, too. Alright.
Let's kick some tail. Easier than eating apples.
Yo, look at all those people level up. I need 10 red dragon scales. Alright, well, I mean, at least it's easy to know which enemy will drop that. Pretty clear. It's pretty clear what enemy drops that. Yeah, the chests and the glints aren't that valuable usually. 42 crystals, I have a lot. Finish jobs, Roland started. We could move our way up, but I feel like it's not necessary. I think I'm just gonna do the character stuff first. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the Fate episodes. I don't know how many Fate episodes I have though, because you have to be level 60 to do the final Fate episode for each character, right? Yeah, you have to be level 60 or higher. Alright, well, it's a main character. Let's do his thing first.
Mother said she would bring us salvation.
I hope it's not just angst the whole time.
A glorious message, and for that she gained a devoted following. As for me, how could I doubt the woman who pulled me from the fiery wreck, and raised me as her own?
That's a lot more sinister in hindsight.
We would save the Sky Realm, even if it meant cutting down any who opposed us. But over time, the sacrifices began to mount. I struggled. My reason battled with my heart, which battled with my conscience. Mother was pure and righteous, but to sacrifice the entire Sky Realm... No. She just lost her way for a bit.
Oh,
She'd
okay.
wake up one day and see she had strayed.
Maybe all those bad people will wake up one day and they'll realize they were wrong.
I believe that she'd change for me. Even at the very end, when I was forced to turn my sword on her, I was praying for an alternative. Any alternative. But she would not repent. And I was confronted with the full force of the atrocities.
Alright, man, we don't
Follow your heart. It might lead you
we don't need the edgelording, man. It's okay.
At least you'll know you're being true to yourself.
Thank you, Lyria. If you hadn't reminded me of my own strength, I'd still be in the dark following Lilith. I swear.
Okay. Let's
15 years ago, Dolly fell prey to a violent catastrophe.
Okay, that's the first time she tried to...
There was an explosion. Immense and sudden. Then, my short life should have come to an end that day. Except, salvation came in the form of a kind woman. Her name was Lilith, prophet of the pilgrims of Avia. From that day forth, she was both my mother and mentor. Mother had followers in the hundreds, thousands, and my simple child's mind thought,
well, we're seeing
"This
some,
many people have faith in her.
we're definitely seeing some of
Yes,
that
to be
now,
good.
where just because a lot of people believe in this does not make
I
it
wanted
true.
desperately to be of use to her. So I trained to be the perfect guardian.
Young Id, one day you shall be.
Oh, hey, his mentors were, the Veilguard?
General
No, wait, not the Veilguard.
Galanza taught me how to fight.
Galanza and Beal.
You wouldn't want the other pilgrims saying you're riding your mother's coattails, would you? Then you must prove yourself.
Wow.
General Magliel.
Magliel's
taught me
kind of
why
a
we
wet
fight.
blanket.
Her training was harsh. Finally, I had some val. I thought we were naivete. After we captured the shaman that made me enemy. Every time I took Lyria to a... I mean, there was a time or two we had to cooperate.
Okay, this is just a
Large
recap of
local
what we
enemy
went
that was
through.
standing in the way of Lilith's mission. I wonder if Lilith was no more than an astral desperate to return to her home dimension. And she would have sacrificed the whole sky realm to do it. I tried to reason with her. Might as well have asked an avalanche to change course. So I turned to prayer. But I never... Lilith did something. Bahamut. But then I learned... Bahamut didn't call. She'd only let me live for one reason. She needed a vessel to seal the dragon in. And I was conveniently nearby. She'd raised me to win my lord. But when I stopped being of use, I don't know how to describe all human warmth.
Okay,
I was
more
but
and
the
more,
crew,
more.
apparently, but it worked. We had our limits.
Alright, yeah, we played through this part. It's fine. Wow, he has not level 60 yet. We have some items that raise XP. I guess we could do it. We could just use the character. I don't know.
And that's where this new chapter in my life begins. Me, as the new Mr. Fix-It. After
Oh,
clearing
hey,
up
it's
some
that fishing
requests, I
guy. It's the
thought I'd
fisher
earned
guy.
some, I don't know. Respect. Honor. From the Crew Alliance Rafale. It seems you can't buy forgiveness so easily.
Ahem.
She looked straight at the actions of the pilgrims. Myself.
They're going to be out in the open, moving, building. This includes children and the elderly. Your job would be to...
Hey, don't push yourself.
Rackham lay a hand. We take it. I couldn't stay stuck in the past forever. I needed to. It wasn't our patron. The family who was bankrolling this mission didn't still. One step I'd make sure. If one of them happened, it didn't matter where.
Ah, this one you actually have to do a fight, I guess. You have to play as it. We might as well. This is a really low level quest, so you know what? Let's try out all the weaker characters.
I'll look after you.
Let's just
In need
I
of
have
a
to
guardian?
eventually get everyone to 60, right? In order to...
My hour has come.
Yeah, I have to eventually get everyone to 60. Oh, we have a lot of mastery points, actually. Well, no, we're gonna build our main party with that.
Getting better and better.
I actually don't know if I use any of these.
Only one way to get stronger.
I definitely use Decimate.
Practice makes perfect. Nice.
Okay, hold on. We don't need to. Wow, it's 1,000.
Ready for action.
Alright, let's go.
The ride to Tempe proposed relocation site was migrants dragged their feet. We'd been hired as bodyguards. Patrols didn't take long and carrying supplies. While the adults were building the new body, it's amazing how kids can find happiness in just about anything.
Oh,
The
speaking of
world's
that,
fresh and
actually,
new
kids, I heard the new Looney Tunes
Down by the
movie is
river,
actually
they
really
discovered
good. I'm kind of
unfamiliar
curious.
plants and bugs with funny shapes. In the old storehouse, they looked for hidden treasure and lost stories. Sure, sometimes they got in the way of work and were scolded, but you could tell the adults appreciated having the kids around. It gave them hope. Io and Lirio were their self-appointed babysitters. They called it serious work, but it looked like fun and games to me. Those kids didn't have a care in the world. Well, all except one of them. There was a girl who would always... I say girl, but she was a Harvin, so her age was hard to pinpoint. But she played with the kids more than she worked, so I assumed... Anyways, turned out she was a teenager. That would explain the looks. She didn't take much. Her voice, I won't.
Yeah, right.
Her name was Shiraloo, 14 years old. Parents volunteered to come on this resettlement mission. During this whole exchange, I felt strange.
Why are you here?
Never. I only wish I didn't want.
I don't believe that.
But she was cut off. I raced back to...
Alright, gotta fight some goblins.
I left without...
Gotta fight some goblins.
Come on, just like we practiced. Into the game.
We'll handle the goblins.
Everyone safe.
Should be. Why we're here, isn't it? Now come on, we got goblin tail to kick.
Well done. You speak the truth. Scarlet Sword. Follow. You fool! You're mine! I rather enjoyed that. You honor me.
Let us press on.
There's more here.
They're trying the pincer maneuver. Vern, you watch over the settlers.
Got it. Leave it
What
to me.
the hell's Vern gonna do?
I see through you. Understood. Proceed with caution. A fair point. I shall light the way.
Alright, transform into dragon form.
Forward! You have into the fray. Spy. Keep your weapons strong. That won't be a problem. Focus on the dangers ahead.
There is some DBZ shit.
There's so many. Where'd they all come from?
Heard this place used to be Monster Central. Guess these are the stragglers.
Bad news, guys. Some girl named Shiraloo has gone missing.
Okay.
What is she?
Don't assume anything, Miria. First, we secure the area, then we start a search.
On my mark.
She's at the harbor.
Do you know something?
Great. We'll get the search party started. Right after these messages.
Oh,
Get back! On its way. Stay down.
Hey, I heard Shiraloo's near the windmill.
Yeah, that sounds about right. She was worried about her dad.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go. Heads up! There's another goblin band over here.
What? Shiraloo, where did you go?
Focus on the fight at hand. Here they come.
Let our blade.
You're mine.
You work once. Stand and face me. We did well. Let us carry this passion forward.
You're now.
Goblin Mage's voice. It's kind of weird. Oh. The windmill.
Is someone there? Shiraloo.
Don't worry, we're here to help. Do you think you can stay hidden for a bit?
Yeah, I can do that. Thank you.
There's more. Out of my way.
Wait, I recognize that voice.
Okay, wow.
Come! Enough! Excellent! I shall never fail. I expect much from my best. Never enough!
Oh, yeah, it sacks life, I think, damn it.
On my mark! You have my offer! You're destined for great things, Lancelot. Thank you. I'll work hard to meet your expectations.
Whoa, actually went down. Alright.
I'll arrive soon.
Can From your lord. That's what I need.
You're mine! Wait! Don't mistake mercy for... Take this! Into the fray! At once! Seize the day!
Okay, does he only transform after he does like a big swing?
Looks like we're all clear. You can come out now, Shiralu.
It was a close call.
Everything's thank you.
Lyria ran over to the girl. It had to have been me. The reason she looked so I turned, and I'll secure the way.
Wait.
Shiralu needed.
All right. Yes. Can I help you?
The day after the
You didn't.
That I was just trying to. I'm like I said. Is there? She looked at me.
Can you bring back?
If I.
We can't talk about this now. Maybe I shouldn't.
She turned and her voice, but she'd hid me our crime.
Is that what this whole thing is about?
We now knew the settlement. We decided to tighten our defenses. More frequent patrols with bigger teams. Lyria, Vern.
Hey, we know.
Lyria, what's there? My past.
She knew.
All right, fine. Someone was going to find out about Vern.
We're buds now. Exactly.
You know, sometimes when you feel lost in a hostile world, that's all it takes to put things into perspective. A few kind words. Okay. I was off sin. We walked and I was told. The crew. Days passed, and the demeanor of the settlers when they were around me began to change. They had begun avoid. It was easy on an afternoon. I'd recommend keeping your distance. I stared ahead.
But Ed, you didn't.
The captain knelt beside me, and as a child, I couldn't have known. Yeah, they all fell.
Okay, I guess oh, he didn't put that many sigils on. Well, having to maintain all the sigils is kind of a pain in the ass. Not gonna lie. I guess I just give him the easy ones. Yeah, he's 10 levels away. It's a bit too...
For our homeland. For the skies and her people.
Need a pro, eh?
Shiralu found.
I'm sorry. I only told one.
With all due respect, looking back, I realize I should have chosen my words more carefully. Something.
No, you don't.
Yeah, she had a right to be upset.
Just tell me one thing.
What?
Your friend told.
Of course, the captain.
Anyways.
Why did my good intent? My path.
So it.
No. But before I. What's going? Just as before.
It looks bad.
Supply routes were the lifeline. I'll head out now.
Okay.
Good. I met up with the other.
Well, thank goodness you're here! If we lose these supplies, we lose the village! You'll have to help us! Beautiful.
No problemo. Goblin Hunter's my middle name.
Less talking, more fighting!
Should take the snipers out first.
Keep it up!
I see through you! Wow!
Reinforcements. I think they still have
How are the
hordes in
goblins
reserve.
producing so much?
This looks bad. More goblins are headed for the village.
What? Now? We can't abandon the supplies.
Now split up.
I'll go back. Can you handle things here?
Sure can. You just worry about getting to the village in time, hero boy.
All right, Ed. Let's roll. Come on,
Ah,
bud.
okay. It forces you to go, no matter what.
Okay.
You can't just stay and fight.
What the? They've overrun the place!
There's less than I thought. Perfect.
Oh, you have to do a solo.
Where are those Skyfarers? I'm so scared.
Someone's here. It's Id.
Stay inside. Don't come out until I say so.
You're planning to fight them alone? But you can't win! You've never seen Id when he's serious. He'll be fine.
Between heavens.
Watch out for the
Never enough.
I know that Avia robbed us of our old homes. But right now, Id's fighting to protect our new ones.
All I wanted was to protect people. I know I've made mistakes in the past, but I
Alright,
have
focus.
changed. And I'll prove it.
He's facing all those monsters. For us.
But if it weren't for him, we wouldn't be in this situation.
There's still more of them.
Yes,
Oh
get the
crap!
mage.
Now I'm getting worried.
Over. I can do this.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, no, gotta keep an eye on the big guy, maybe.
Don't give in, Id!
Why are you cheering him on?
Listen to me. Id might have done some terrible things in the past. Look at the person who's out there right now. He's risking everything to save us. Is that what a villain does?
Weird, you can link attack with
I'll
yourself.
never forgive the Church of Avia, but Id's no longer one of them.
He helped build this village, and now he's
Oh.
protecting it.
Okay, sure.
That means he's become one of us.
Just have to make sure they
He's our last hope.
this.
Please, Id. Pull through. We're counting on you.
To protect them. I have to.
Oh, okay, you can overkill it? Oh.
Powered up.
Birthed in my life. I won't let it happen here.
Maybe they don't want you to use the dragon.
We're all cheering for you, Id. Show those monsters who's boss.
It's over.
It's so weird, you could be. Oh, what's his thing?
Playtime's over.
What is his dead weight?
Don't worry. It'll all be over soon.
It didn't even finish.
Try to run.
Okay, big guy.
That thing is huge. Please win this.
Right. All I need is 90 seconds.
Don't mind me. It's over.
I don't show mercy.
Try to run.
I've never really needed to use it. Guess it's
Well done.
can't hit each other.
Well done. Understood.
Whoa, okay, it goes full screen.
Again. Don't mind me.
I still can't believe he's out there. All alone. Come on, Ed. You got this. Thank you, Ed.
It's actually a bit of an uphill climb because freaking my guy's slightly underleveled.
Back it up. My sword. It's as I pulled Shirley, the goblin all at once. Those were
You saved us.
these people. Sorry, I'm crew was now the settlers.
Hey, just
I shot Rackham, my nastiest.
You should be.
Come on, Larry. Truth was, the captain strolled up to me and, after elbowing me, how was that?
It's kind of the Thunderbolts storyline. If anyone's. Alright, what do you get for this? Oh, that also levels. Okay. I might have to just use items to level him.
Yes. Can I help you?
Yep, he has to be level 60.
Come again.
I guess I can use the item? Copper Spellbook. How much XP does he give? Oh wow, okay. They talk about a little bit of XP and it's like, no, it's actually pretty big. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay, well, alright, I guess I'm just using items to get everyone to 60 now. Alright. Okay. Oh wow! I guess being on the side quest train really helps you with XP, because even some of my original guys aren't level 60 yet. It's kind of dumb. Oh, gotta do one more. I don't have too many more spell books, but I guess I'll get more by doing the side quest stuff.
Come to view the requests?
2 more episodes.
The morning after the second goblin strike, the sun rose on a quiet scene. The river glinted gold. The grass
When did you
stirred
become
in
such a
breeze.
poet, man?
The migrants came with our breakfast. And a piece of...
Avia attacked our home.
Everyone's.
They seemed to be... And
Well,
I could not believe... No.
Ed.
Lyria's yours. She hadn't... I had spent these past few weeks looking for punishment. Hoping it would somehow numb my guilt. But how was my pain supposed to help anyone? I had become the new Mr. Fix-It. I was going
Alright,
to dedicate
edgelord
my
to the
life
end.
help more people than I hurt.
Oh yeah, new Teppen set's coming out
That
tomorrow. I
was
guess I'll
the
stream
best.
that.
The only...
What's wrong, Ed?
What?
buddy.
At this, the crowd...
Sorry.
It was one of the
Someone-
Shirley answered before I could.
Not a problem.
Okay. Oh, he's in the permanent,
As the local Mr. Fix-It, I've had a finger in...
Wait, what? You want
every
id to do marriage counseling?
furniture
Big
repair,
mistake.
from
Critical
monster
failure. Guaranteed.
extermination to marriage counseling. I've seen it all. Though I admit the counseling did not come naturally to me. Still, I want a new request.
Ed, Was it my...
Lyrium. Yeah, I handed her. And there. Written in...
Alright, that's it. Huh, okay. Alright. I guess we should do all the original. Oh, actually, I should do Rackham, right? Because he's actually in my party. So this stat boost will actually matter.
The Nautilus is...
I wasn't sure which was greater, the helmsman's confusion or Kent's enthusiasm.
Yep. We've got one last bit of patching up to do, but...
Unexpectedly, the helmsman's confusion... Yeah, we'll have you back at the helm in no time. Yep. Hit the nail on the head. He feared despite his attempts to hide it. His fist... It wasn't my place to snoop further. What could I do anyway? This was something he had. So I did what I could. I put my hand on his shoulder.
Are we gonna have to do a fight? Oh, I guess we are. We have to play as Rackham. Sure. Let's level some more lower level people.
We'll do what must be done.
I will lead us to triumph.
You have chosen well.
I'm sorry.
It was a bombshell.
I'm afraid.
A heavy silence. It was uncanny how much of my former seat to pilot an airship. You? I knew exactly how he felt. His response was so faint, I wasn't sure if he'd said anything at all. Turns out, he made a bad call during a practice flight and crashed his vessel. Barely escaped with his life.
I don't want this dream to die, but my arms shake whenever I think of taking the wheel again.
Poor kid, he hadn't figured it out yet. But I knew how to teach him. Real shame the Nautilus won't have a helmsman. Maybe I should take over.
No.
He took the bait. Fair enough. And come with me for a ride on the Grand Cipher. If you've got the grit for it, I mean. It was a risky gamble, but I had a feeling Lady Luck was on my side that day.
Oh, are we getting a turret section?
Oh boy. Duty calls.
Incredible. It even has an autopilot mode?
She's got it all, kid.
Why did Rackham bring us aboard?
I'm not quite sure myself, actually. But it is kind of fun.
Goes out to bullseye.
Finger is itching.
No, 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 I'm too young to die.
Everybody take cover. I'll handle it.
Oh, no? Oh.
You can't stop me. Bring it. Iron Shoulder. That's the Falcon.
There's more of them!
Just stay calm. I won't let you get in harm's way. Promise.
Alright, the charge shot is so much more efficient than all the other stuff.
Now we gotta deal with these pests too. Always expect the unexpected. Because in the sky, life and death lie cheek by jowl. Expect the unexpected.
Take that! Take that!
What he said!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Having a mash.
You wield one giant claw. Step up. Bend to my whip. Or follow. Shoot.
You've yet strength in reserve, Rackham.
All right, I admit, I was holding back a little.
I can't believe he took down those wyverns. Skyfarers are a whole different breed, huh?
Is that it?
Stay sharp! We've got more wyverns coming our way!
So the first horde was just recon, huh? Bring it! They'll go down all the same.
I think I'm starting to get it, Rackham. Why it is that you fight. I mean, you want to take to the skies? You've got to be ready for the storms, right?
Yeah. When you truly believe in a dream, the risk of danger, small price to pay.
A dream, huh? I let fear get the best of me, and I guess I lost sight of what's important.
More on this side. Gotta wait for the Kingdom Hearts, the slow-mo.
Right, that's the last of them. Now then, take a good look around you. Tell me that ain't a sky worth putting your life on the line for.
Yeah, it's really something, huh? I never knew it could be this beautiful.
Ha! One for the books.
There was barely any on-the-ground combat.
Incredible!
Wow.
So that's what the town looks like.
Wait, have they never flown before?
What a relief. But the gamble paid off. The helmsman's eyes lit up with newfound determination.
The Nautilus will fly, and you can bet I'll be at the helm.
The skies have a way of making us understand. I'm just glad this kid decided to listen.
Hello there.
Clear blue skies, gentle breeze. It was perfect conditions for the Nautilus's maiden voyage. As the helmsman gripped the wheel, I knew he was no longer shackled by fear. Kent, Mechanic, the merchant, even Lyria, Vern, and some of our other crewmates. Actually, damn near the whole town showed up to witness the rebirth of an old friend. As the propellers began to churn, a metallic sputter sounded from somewhere below deck. It was a symphony of gears I'd heard time and time again. That mechanic, she'd done it. After a brief check, tension was palpable. All eyes were on the airship. No one dared to breathe. A wind whipped up around the Nautilus, and there it was. Liftoff. And once again, she sailed into those skies so blue. A few weeks had passed since the Nautilus took its maiden voyage. According to Kent, the Nautilus was now Folka's leading cargo ship. Makes sense, given that it was 3 times faster than any other ship on the island. And not only that, but it seemed Kent had found himself a new dream already.
Okay, picture this, Rackham. 3 ships conjoined into one massive cruise liner. See? All we need to do is reconstruct these columns here and...
I wonder if I sounded that crazy to the others whenever I got my big ideas. Anyway, such a massive ship would require at least 3 helmsmen. So in his effort to make the cruise liner a reality, Kent started studying how to be a helmsman himself. But if Kent were to be the second pilot, who would be the third?
About that, actually, we'd be honored to have you as the lead helmsman of our ship.
Of course. It was a kind offer, but I already had a family in my crew and a home in the Grand Cipher. But that didn't mean I couldn't let the kid down easy. Sorry, Kent. This Skyfarer's not old enough to set anchor just yet. Until that day comes, you can find me wherever the wind blows.
Alright. Who else is level 60? I think I leveled... No. This guy? Nope. Oh. We don't want another edgelord story? Nah, I think we can do that next time. What's up with her?
I come from a long lineage of proud warriors. We had a great number of visitors at our dojo, many of them masters of their respective disciplines. At some point, I picked up a blade of my own and began to mimic their movements. Back then, I enjoyed the training for what it was, valuing the journey over the destination. That is, until I met him, the supreme swordsmaster of the Eternals, Eata, once known as the demon Zomba. With a single glance, he identified all of my weaknesses. Then, with a few words, he taught me to overcome them. His strength was beyond captivating. I even eavesdropped on a conversation between him and my father, and discovered we were distant relatives. I was elated, For some time, he continued to train at our family dojo. I took every opportunity I could to learn from him, following him wherever he went. I ate whenever he ate. I committed all his mannerisms to memory. However, with the exception of our first encounter, he never acknowledged me. After all, he yearned for nothing more than strength. Why pay heed to a weakling, such as myself? So I vowed to become stronger. I would soar so high, he'd have to see me. I dedicated myself to training, begrudging even a single moment of respite. The blade was everything to me, and eventually, there was no disciple at the dojo who could come close to rivaling my skill. That was around when, in the blink of an eye, he was out of my life. He spoke not another word.
Okay.
I was meditating in the forest one day when a group of travelers approached me. I didn't know them, but they were the captain and the crew of the Grand Cipher, and my future. Initially, I thought they were lost and had come to ask for directions. I was only half correct. They were seeking guidance, but not out of the woods. They wanted to learn martial arts from me. I shook my head. I was no master, only a chrysalis struggling to break free of my own shell. I believed the captain was mocking me, but that wasn't the case. I looked into the captain's eyes and found truth, alongside a burning desire for strength. It felt as if I was in his presence again. I found myself drawn to the captain. That's why I decided to join the crew of the Grand Cipher on their journey across the skies. I was convinced that this was the only path that could reunite me with Zomba. One day, I encountered an adorable Harvan girl at a local market. I'd already finished my shopping, so I decided to accompany her to a nearby cafe for tea and conversation. Upon parting, I asked for her name. She proudly introduced herself as Fief, one of the 10 Eternals. I had heard that Zomba had taken notice of her inner peace. I retreated to them, but the more I tried to find her, it was Lyria and the captain who brought me back. They appreciated me for who I was. Not perhaps I too could. That thought filled me with so much contentment. But the universe works in strange ways. As soon as I was about to let go, Fief helped bring me and Zomba together again. It was then I finally put into words how I felt. I spoke about how I listened quietly, but I had yet to see and love myself. As part of my quest for self-discovery, I crossed blades with Zomba. No, Ayata. We fought for days. He no longer believed I was a weakling. Now, with nothing holding me back, I am free to soar toward ever greater heights with my beloved.
Yeah, everyone. Okay, so the thing about having characters in here, right? They already had character arcs in the mobile game. So this is like the first half of their Fate episodes is just recapping, I guess.
I had failed that day at the Hailwind Altar. I had spent years training and sharpening my skills, devoted my entire life to the pursuit of strength. But in that moment, our experiences in Zego Grande had planted a seed of doubt in my mind. Over time, it grew, dense and wild as a jungle, choking me with a sense of helplessness, like I'd never felt before. I wasn't able to protect Lee. I had found my identity as a big... I thought about resuming my training, but I couldn't afford to isolate myself like that. What if something were to happen while I was away? Then, the solution came to me. Whenever the captain was about to take on a dangerous mission, I would complete it first. That way,
that's
I could train myself
okay.
and protect the crew, and I was too blind to see.
Gotta give them another story arc. Oh, wow, has to be her by herself. Okay, well. Hopefully I'm not too underleveled for this. I'm not gonna have her, right, you can't, yeah. Alright. I didn't unlock any of her mastery stuff either, so.
Are there any particular Sierra Carte?
Sure are. We've got a...
She paused.
You know, I can't even remember the last time I saw you here by your lonesome. Don't you usually do things as a crew?
I told her
I gotcha. The grind never ends for you, huh?
I nodded. Only half as the ship was tossed about the turbulence. According to Zero, the threat should be somewhere around here. I sense great evil. Just a little farther.
Oh, more the Goblin Fort. Oh, this guy again. Hey. Same dude. I don't quite like his shockwave attack. Having to jump over that does kind of annoy me.
This is revenge for Madweed. Shall we test which is stronger? Your shield or my blade?
Oh.
Again. There is but time, my friend. Such malice. You cannot be allowed to live. Crescent Moon, observe and overcome. I can see how this battle will end. It ends with your death!
Oh, no, got too close.
Worthless.
Damn. Yo, she's so mean.
But it's not over yet. I will not rest while evil runs free. Do you not have any? I made quick work of the mission. If someone had to risk their life, the crew didn't have to know. I was so absorbed in my thoughts.
Yes, can I help you?
Oh, there's so many more is the problem. I have to get, I want to at least get through all of them just to like, oh, actually Charlotta's thing. Oh, she's not level 60 yet either. Alright, well. I guess since we started her thing, let's just go through it. We can burn through them pretty fast.
I continued to take one treacherous job after. If you want someone safe, then keep them from entering the tiger's den.
I mean, he's got to face his own challenges eventually.
Are you really sure you're up for another one, Nermaya?
Zero worried for me. My labor had bore. The rest of the crew was beginning to look healthy. I appreciate the concern, Zero. But the path to strength is long and narrow, and I must continue down this path. I was fixated on if they were safe. That thought alone was on days without work.
I don't know. She looks pretty wound up. Wouldn't she usually have dozed off by now? I'm telling ya, something's going on.
He was livelier than ever.
You shouldn't push.
And sweet, tender. I cracked open my eyes and stole a hope. No, I had already come so far. If I could just hold to my path a little longer. I needed more strength. I needed to be worthy. A crew of the Grand Cipher was powerful. But in the end, we were only small people in a vast sky, filled with endless dangers. If I didn't get stronger, one day that sky would engulf us. I had to protect them. All I was lacking.
This is darker than I expected, but hey, I mean, you know. Hey man, don't work yourself into collapsing.
I couldn't believe it. I rushed back to Zero after every mission, but it was careless to think.
The Grand Cipher crew.
Couldn't she see? The universe worked in dark and mysterious ways. Their lives were always in danger. If I allowed monsters to wander free through the skies, their rot would continue to seep until
I mean, thinking one person can take on all the problems in the world is delusional.
I had to cut down the root I would not kill out of it when weighing the lives of my as long as their threat persisted, so I would wield for the captain. Everything I would every.
Oh, whoa, okay. Yeah. Descendant, Oh, solo again? Well, I guess, like, story-wise, yeah, it makes sense that she's alone. Does she have any other skills? Let's see. Oh, well, she has a whole bunch. Oh, parry! What's utter devotion? Oh. Oh, she gets 3 butterflies for free is pretty good. Oh, she can heal herself. Interesting. Oh, maybe you want to give her the parry too. That's alright.
I found the largest eye. My blade again, and soon my grip went numb, but I couldn't with these hands, even if it meant.
Okay, well, getting kind of.
Next is 979. I must stay strong for the captain.
Oh, no healing either. Okay.
I must destroy every threat. The finals.
Oh.
They must all be eliminated. Crescent moon.
Oh.
Again. Foam on the sea. There is but one. Spread your come, my friend. Nightfall. My hands have gone numb, but even in death, my sword and I are one.
Oh. Uh-oh. Range
Out of my sight. Rain on the hill.
Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. Well, you could still critical, I guess. Alright, well, one knockdown is not... you don't have the revival potion either. Oh, you get full health. Okay, good.
Foam on the sea. No one's close.
Pizza cutter. Oh, there's a lot of range guys.
Is to see death. Not yet. Wind in the field. Once more. Nice balls.
Yo, trade, we can trade projectiles.
999. There's more above me. I can feel it. Here.
Maybe I should be guarding more with her. Huh. Oh, wait, what? We gonna fight this dragon by ourselves? I don't know about this.
You have breathed your last. There is but come, my friend.
Oh, okay, wow. Right. Oh, you're mashing X actually speeds it up. I did never realize that. Oh, okay. She doesn't have that much health.
Rain on the hills. Float. Stay vigilant. The tide rises.
Draconic Hex. Don't know that. Oh, alright. FF14 raid time. Dodge the circles. Furious Bandersnatch. Man, Lewis Carroll poem really did inspire a lot of like
Spread your tongue, my friends, with thought. One stroke. 1,000
Butterfly
deaths.
Effect Moonrise.
Butterfly effect. Moonrise.
Broke half his ovary. Ooh, okay, ooh. Hold on. Alright. Broken?
Finish them. Float. I will take your life, even if it costs me mine. Free flutters.
Better to be dodgy. Oh no. Oh! Okay, didn't expect that. Didn't expect the straight. I thought it was the fire breath. No, it didn't expect the straight fireball to the face. I think I have enough critical to come back up.
Wind and must protect the captain. There is but one path. Nice ball. You're finished. Watch out for their next attack.
Somebody has to do the thing again. It's gonna... Okay, another round of the circles. Oh, okay, that's... Okay, you definitely want to be in the one you can move around while this is happening.
Like the die. The pawn settles. The final. Float. Succumb. The butterfly
Hold up. Oh.
The pawn settles.
Uh-oh.
Life is a dance.
Oh, well, the fireball. Oh my god, okay, yeah, that was my bad, I should have dodged. Yeah, better off guarding with her.
Spread your wings.
Oh, you can go to 5.
The tide rises right away. 1,000. I finally did it.
Oh.
Wait. There's more of them. Impossible.
You're rescued by your friends and you're going to discover the value of teamwork again.
My body had I had managed to fend off. I summoned the last monsters began to... I closed my eye, but before my...
Normaya!
Captain!
Let's get you out. You had us worried, you know?
Vern. The captain took me.
Normaya,
My heart plunged gently.
We heard it all from Sierra. Can't believe she's been giving you all the hard jobs.
I parted my lips. They needed to understand. After a moment of...
Normaya, I want to protect those closest to me. Same as you. So if something's on your mind, don't keep it to yourself. We're here for you.
And just like that, how could I have been? Not a single one of us could protect the crew. But that's okay. Because all of us could protect each other. The whole is greater than its parts. The captain's grip was firm and led me blinking into the sunlight. There, I saw worry etched into the faces of the crew. I realized those who loved him, but the course I had been following, the captain still hadn't let go of my hand. Though the grip of those calloused fingers was firm, I felt a gentle kindness in their warmth.
Yes, can I help you?
How many would be left after we finish hers? Oh man, there's so many. I want to finish Charlotta's today too, but we'll see how many we can get through. The last one's usually pretty fast, right? They're like 20 minutes each.
Are you hungry? I'd be more than happy to feed you. Or maybe I always thought I had to be strong for my loved ones. Never truly realizing they were my strength. We supported each other. Lyria, you've got a bit of...
Oh, I'm glad Butterfly Girl's back to normal. But is it just me, or is she laying it on even thicker than usual?
Vern was adorable, trying to play the part of the tough dragon. However, as I took him into my arms, I thought, he shouldn't have to put on an act around me. After all, we're family, aren't we? On a bright, quiet... I once locked myself away from the world in the pursuit of strength, training in solitude. But I've since found that I train best with those I love around me, to lend me a guiding hand or an encouraging voice. The captain held nothing back during our session. It seems I'm not the only one who has grown stronger. Our blades rang bright and clear, and the captain's smile is a clear reminder of how far I'd come. After training was over, We stood for a while longer on the deck of the Grand Cipher, feeling the breeze. Above us, the azure sky was spread as far as the eye could see. Its splendor too much to take in all at once. I felt as if I would be consumed by the sky itself.
I don't know if I like her playstyle that much or not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to. You kind of have to be in a team to figure it out.
Learning and growing, not alone, but together with those I love.
Alright, okay, I have to get her to level 60.
With the Aviath soldiers defeated and the money safely in hand, I believed it to be clear skies. And yet, some clouds still darken Sir Soupstock's brow.
Man, I can't even do my job without somebody holding my hand. Maybe I just ain't cut out for this, yeah?
Apparently, even his own officers afforded him little respect. However, I saw in his earnest eyes and noble bearing that he had the makings of a great leader. Alas, we cannot view ourselves but by outward reflection, which often dims our inner value. You were given high office, Sir Soupstock. Does that not mean someone sees in you true worthiness, though you yourself may be blind to it? You must polish yourself until the quality of your character shines forth for all the world to behold. If you remain forever pure and forever righteous, then surely those around you will be attracted by your light. The lad lent me an attentive ear. But my words were not enough to blow the clouds of doubt from his face.
I mean, just take a look at how our city's split. You've got Golden Oaks, where the nobles and elite dwell, and the rest of us tucked away in Copper Square, which is, let's face it, a slum.
He continued.
Those wide-eyed beliefs of yours wouldn't last 2 seconds among the dirt and smoke of Copper Square. I wish I could be the person you say I am, but...
Biting his lip. A few days later, Sir Soupstock asked me to meet with him again. In a cozy Seed Hollow tavern, he told me he'd investigated our erstwhile friend, the nobleman. It seemed Sir Soupstock hoped to make his own rounds and mend what damage he could. But his own staff, infuriated by the nobleman's dastardly doings, were foaming at the mouth and mad for a fight. However, the level-minded Sir Soupstock knew that stooping to bloody violence would only further stain their image.
I've gone through his dirty linen, and believe me, there's a lot of filth. I'd leak it now, but with
well, it doesn't have to come
floating
from
around,
you, right? You could find someone to leak it to.
Never one to stand for such injustice, I began cudgeling my brain for a solution. We began to meet with people. I learned that a good informant is well known and well trusted. And, according to his own officers, no one in Seed Hollow was better liked than Sir
Okay, he's
Soupstock.
good at reputation grinding.
Though his mannerisms savored, admittedly, of a brute, at his core he was as sweet and pure as any lily. It was little wonder the denizens
I'm not sure
of
people
Seed
would
Hollow
like
found
someone
him.
who's too pure. You
As
know?
we exchanged
Suspicious.
more words and tidbits of information, a picture began to form of the nobleman's intentions. He was not acting, it seemed, solely from a place of vengeance. The churl desired to build his own network of informants, using the remnants of the Church of Avia. Furthermore, in his lust for wealth, he was terrorizing the good people of Copper Square and compelling services from them. Thus, the family Zathba, who kept peace in the district, was to him a bother and a nuisance. It was likely he craved their banishment. Now, fully apprised of the situation.
Okay, we're going to do another fight probably, right? Soupstock's trap. Hold on, we're trapping this guy now? And it's a solo mission. Alright.
We called upon the nobleman, who, as before, had found himself a lofty place to stand, no doubt to compensate for his lowness of character. Sir Soupstock stepped bravely forth and—
Listen, punk. We know you've been kidnapping people and using them for forced labor, which is, FYI, illegal. I've also got proof that all the money from that phony charity of yours is being used to hire Aviath soldiers.
And?
the nobleman showed no sign of discomfort, and yet...
Once this information gets out, you can kiss your fancy-ass titles goodbye.
Oh, but it's not going to get out. You see, that's why I've threaded together my lovely little network. Those rumors...
The nobleman showed...
You want all out...
Sir Soupstock...
Well, I suppose there's no harm in revealing my master plan here. Dead men tell no tales and all that.
In the nobleman's eyes, coins from his charity were trickling toward a worthy cause.
Can't you see? I'm taking rubbish and forming it into something useful. You and all you Zoth but toadies are standing in the way of progress.
Okay, some social commentary there.
The nobleman pointed and...
These interlopers mean to...
At the sound of his voice, stand down, Sir Soupstock. Here was a knave.
Fall, so that our church may rise again.
Oh, interesting that there's still a threat, even,
Good, evil, it's all relative. It's the winners who write history after all.
And let us
Counter.
fight for the stronger cause.
So you just swing.
You're a tenacious little flea, I'll give you that. But this time, I brought my most ruthless...
Sorry, man. Actually, they're higher level than me, actually.
Do you want this to be your legacy?
At least I shall have a legacy.
Nope. Oh, what is this? Oh, the archers.
What? You can't even kill a little girl? Fools! Worthless pigs!
How dare you speak to your comrades like that? You're the only pig here.
Don't talk about your nakamas like that? Oh, whoa, that hurt. Alright. Oh, hold on. No, get the archer first, obviously. Oh, whoa, what the hell is this? No? No counter? Oh! Okay, well. Hits. Alright, you can't block forever.
All units advance! Destroy them! Destroy them!
Soon, you shall see that justice always prevails.
Oh, whoa! Oh, no, get the art. Is there more archers? Yeah, definitely more archers. Get them. Oh, look how many of them are. Do I have an AoE? I guess, yeah, okay, that's an AoE. Get that last archer.
Impossible! How were all those soldiers defeated by a single girl?
Fortune favors the virtuous.
I mean, she is a knight's captain, you know? Also, look at that crown.
A grand triumph for the order. A leader must earn the good graces of their followers through pure and righteous conduct.
Once again, current events kinda contradict that.
But instead of lending an ear to my advice, the nobleman began running his mouth, stabbing his own soldiers in the back with sharp words.
I thought you Alvia bunch were stronger. Pity. The whole damned lot of you aren't even worth a rupee. But don't think you've won, interlopers. I am still a member of the noblesse.
You sure about
Sir Soupstock.
everything you've said to us? You've said to those
Voices of censure and indignation began to spill from the
Oh,
transceiver.
okay. This is our master plan. PR disaster.
They magnified,
I guess that.
filling all the air with rage. Here and there, amongst the heated words, were cries.
Oh, okay. Interesting that that's what brings the guy down in the end. It wasn't the illegal dealings.
Come to view the requests?
Okay, I have to level her to past 60. Alright, come on. We gotta... Oh, I can remove this from my wish list now. Remove. Hell, Searing Warwick, so, okay. Oh, no, we don't want key items. Okay. Aha, okay, yeah, that's pretty. There you go, level 60. I'll do some more grinding later,
Yes,
like
can I
off
help
screen,
you?
it's fine.
Sir Soupstock and his staff expressed great admiration for my swordplay.
It's just mind-boggling, you know? You've probably trained harder than most of the best mercenaries out there.
His words raised the gate on a flood of memories, washing me back to a time when I was desperate to prove myself. Yes, it took hard training and much toil to come this far, but I would have collapsed by the wayside long ago if there hadn't been people who supported me on my path. I am where I am because of them. Now, I tried to pay their goodwill forward by helping others as they helped me.
So you never stopped trying to be the best version of yourself.
Sir Soupstock,
I wish I could be strong like you. I wish I had the guts to just go busting in through the front door, sword blazing and ready to dispense justice.
hearing this, all of his officers
But you are strong. You got it all, man. The brains, the chill, the network, and the integrity. You could search the whole sky and never find a better informant. We're proud to work for you.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Sir Zothba, who'd been watching from afar, made his way forward and clapped a hand on Sir Soupstock's shoulder.
You did good, Soupstock. Just like I knew you would.
Boss, it's an honor.
And that was the first time I ever saw Sir Soupstock give free rein to his emotions.
Strangely, her story is not about her at all.
When I visited Seed Hollow sometime later, I heard at the Knick-Knack Shack a certain rumor. Apparently, one of the officers of the family Zothba had taken up forever pure, forever righteous as his creed. Even his staff could be heard reciting the words.
The Justice Soup Gang, led by Mr. Mohawk, has been getting a lot of missions lately, and the family Zothba stocks are on the rise. Their soup stock, that is.
I glanced about me and saw only faces as bright as the sun. And I knew in my heart that the warmth of those smiles did not derive from Lady Sierra Carte's rather pitiable jest.
Alright. Yeah. How many more? Let's see. Each of these are like 10-20 minutes, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, well, I guess I'll do one more and then just leave it at 10. Damn. I think maybe we're like halfway through these. We'll have to fast forward through them a bit more. Who did I got Siegfried as to level 60.
I can no longer recall when I first met the captain. All I can say is our paths
might skip through this
crossed.
whole
Fiendrock, my homeland, was crumbling from within, consumed by the weakness of her own people.
Oh,
I
okay.
ventured
Yeah, this is one of
abroad to
those
seek help
stories.
from our neighbors. But this
Where the
rendered
knight
me
gets
blind
accused
to
of
schemes
murder.
hatched in the heart of our court. Disgraced,
Yo, the Kingslayer?
I fled the kingdom and wandered for a while in the pathless wild. Perhaps I would still be there, slowly fading into the shadow, had the crew of the Grand Cipher not come for me. Thus concluded the greater part of our journey. Like all great journeys, I've always found the meeting of people to be miraculous. Throughout the course of history and on into the future, there have been and will be at least as many people as stars in the sky. For any two souls to come together is as wondrous as looking up into the night and seeing your image set against the velvet and winking lights. Do not know if it was fate that brought me and the captain together, but I do know I will never meet such a person again. I intend to sail with the crew to whatever end, even to the bottom of the skies.
Alright, strangely upbeat.
In my youth, I was vain and headstrong. I shunned the company of others. Heard that was not. I was discovered by Yosef, the former king, though at that time, I slew monsters solely out of malice. His Majesty looked at my
This is a
blade
pretty classic
and saw what
tragic
took life
tale, I guess.
could also save it. He knighted me. I found meaning, but in our world, new friends and brothers were lost. People that I trusted turned upon me. Loyalty had imbued me with pride, but now it taught me desperation. Once this desperation drove me to drink the blood of a dragon. This isn't to say that I regret becoming a knight.
Well, Lancelot and Percival are
Vane,
also parts of the
Percival.
crew.
Friendship of those three alone is worth any
I don't think
price.
Vane is
I
there
learned
yet.
the greatest lesson of all from them. That no matter how much is lost, we may always find hope in younger generations. They are what we must fight to defend. They are our purpose. To think all this was said as I grow older. That is why I swore to repay. I know King Yosef would not want me to grieve overly much for him, but he turned me from a vagabond into the captain of the Black Dragon Knights. Under his rule, the base were ennobled. Tall
Who's
royal
Trader
consul Isabella, covetous of his power, killed the king. For weeks, I was hunted. My name was now reviled. I served the crown because I loved my country. I would not let our home. I returned to the marches, where I dwelled in secret, gathering information. I worked alone, and even Lancelot was kept from my counsels. My silence was not due to a lack of trust. It would have. Lancelot was, and is, still young, and young minds are easily molded. If I was to leave the protection of the kingdom to him, I needed to be sure that he was more than just clay, that he had an uncorruptible, ironclad core. I needed to be sure he was not the type to blindly follow orders or emotions. He wavered, as we all do, but fortunately, he was not alone. He had the support of his childhood friend, Vane, and of the Grand Ciphers. They were his light, an anchor.
Oh, okay, so I guess
With
they
their
met
help,
Lancelot first.
Navigated the swirling tides of intrigue. I had fulfilled King Yosef's last wish, and Lancelot had come into his own.
Wait, so...
Zega Grande. My travels aboard the Grand Cipher have taken me to many far-flung places, where I have found that there is yet enchantment in this world. I've sought after magical seashells, with the power to heal kingdoms. I've crossed blades with legendary warriors, and I've heard strains of alien music, which, though strange to my ears, still spoke to my heart. But no matter how far I roam, My thoughts are constantly with the country King Yosef left in my keeping. When we alight in a foreign land, I find myself drawn not to gardens or taverns, but to places of law and order. I am ever seeking new allies. It must seem like I have a mind of cold iron and steel, driven by thoughts of politics. Zega Grande now, as its people rebuilt, I desired to learn whether their fortresses were stronger, and whether any dark shadows still haunted their streets.
Well, okay. Have to play Siegfried. Oh, has to be solo too. Alright, yeah, sure. I guess. I don't think I've ever played this character.
What you doing?
Vern appeared at my shoulder one day as I was walking through Seed Hollow. I'm gathering the dragon wrinkled his...
Man.
He wasn't incorrect. I did want to lay aside responsibility and stroll unburdened in the sun. But I couldn't rest easily when duty called.
Hey, what have I helped? 2 weeks are better than none.
Vern was indeed light and fast. But I found it easier to scout alone.
Ugh, come on. I know how to handle myself.
You certainly, if anything, I felt that the captain, Lyria, and Vern were strong beyond their years. That they had been forced to grow up too fast. All right, Vern. Be my...
Finally.
Vern twirls...
what...
It's a little abstract. I would like to learn about the values of this country. Why it was founded, for example.
I actually don't think that's true.
People to go to war. For nations with
people in nations have short memories, right? We only live so long.
Nations with conflicting
I'm not sure if like
find themselves enemies.
I'm not so sure that the values are what determine allies or enemies.
Take Fiendrock, for example. Our king and people stand for fellowship and peace. If we were to find out that the leaders of Seed Hollow, on the other hand...
This is an incredibly overly simplistic... And I also think it's wrong.
Might expect trouble.
What kind of trouble are we talking here?
Don't worry. I gave Vern what I am not here to conduct a coup. I only seek information to bring back to Fiendrock, which may help in matters of diplomacy.
Diplomacy? Oh, dude, I think...
With 2 flaps of a Seed Hollow's military. A group of... Let us follow them. Nothing is so we pat... As he spoke, let's see. I crept beneath the shadow.
I don't think they can win this thing.
The warriors of Seed...
Captain, stand your ground. If these
They were scattered, weak, and on the brink of disaster.
Yo, these guys suck. Just like, alright. Guess I'm going in there.
They gotta hold on.
I have no idea what this character even does.
With all due respect, you are not in a position to reject my aid. Focus on keeping yourself safe.
Alright, fine. That sword of yours better not just be for show.
Look at your character design and look at this guy's character design. Who do you think's the NPC? Can you charge it? No, you can't.
See circles around the half-beasts. Yeah, I can see that. Stop gawking and tend to the wounded.
We're gonna make it.
Heads up! Got monsters coming in from above!
Oh yeah, this is the timed hits one. Oh.
Ready. Brave away!
The next wave is coming. Quickly, get to safety.
Bad news. Goblin soldier marching this way.
There's no way he can handle that alone. Who's still got juice enough? Back into the fray.
No, stay put. I'll not be able to win with you as a burden.
I'm trying to figure out the timing for this.
Don't mistake mercy for weakness.
I was wondering what the hell that shit was on his arms. They're like blades on his
I can't believe my eyes.
forearms?
Is that guy really human?
We could have handled them alone. You know we could have. Think of how hard we've trained.
Being delusional is not a good sign. You guys got carried.
The cry of the last monster.
Oh, man. They're lucky we got here in the nick of time.
Danger averted. The soldiers from sea.
You guys...
Vern was...
So you know your way around a sword. Great.
What?
We're professionals.
Number one? That's a lie. Number two, what's with the attitude?
That's enough, Vern. The dragon looked ready to... I'm sorry. With a bow, I turned and left.
Come to view the requests?
What was wrong with them?
Vern flew, but we are strangers to this.
Yeah, but doesn't it get you riled up when people are...
I laughed. If rudeness were the worst foe we ever faced, we'd be lucky warriors indeed. In truth, I empathize with them. It is the duty of a soldier to fight.
Without your help, they would have all...
on the battlefield is a matter of great shame.
I guess I can...
Listen, though I had trained many knights in my day, they had gone through their growing pains and tasting defeat and humiliation. Yes, failure is bitter, but it is nourishment. And thus the knights learned and grew, each and every one of them, into powerful warriors. When it came to the finer points of warfare, the forces of Seed Hollow were clumsy at best, but their sense of duty was unparalleled. Upon hearing rumors of danger, they had acted swiftly, marching without fear to the monster's den. And though they had been forced to the very cusp of annihilation...
Okay, sure, man, but that doesn't help you when you're getting wrecked. That doesn't help.
Now, they too had drunk deeply of the medicine of defeat. I believe it would course through them like fire and bring them newfound strength. The forces of Seed Hollow were capable...
I mean, morale is
of
key in battle,
much more.
but when you're doing army versus army stuff, but when you're fighting monsters...
I entered the warm wooden interior of my cabin, unbroken for 500 years after the ending of the war. Violence had not troubled the skies of Zega Grande. There were your usual skirmishes, of course, power-hungry rebels, etc., but nothing so big it had not been quickly sorted out and buried in the sands of time. However, 15 years ago, tragedy on Dolly Island acted as a catalyst to the rise of Avia. Hitherto peaceful primals went on rampage, and hordes of monsters were drawn to the carnage. So that's why I thought back to the disordered ranks of the forces of Seed Hollow. Peace had
This
dulled
also
their
kind of
senses.
doesn't blur, like...
They had forgotten how to handle
This kind of
swords and
doesn't pan out,
spears,
man, like...
forgotten how to manage monsters. Each one vastly different in shape and movement. They need guidance.
Being constantly deployed,
People of
having
Seed Hollow seem to be gardeners, fond of orchards and good
I don't know. I mean,
earth.
there's a decent amount of research on this that, like, just having a professional army
for a great
is
campaign.
really expensive, and
Unless a revolution were to completely reshape this country, I did not believe it would ever pose a threat to Fiendrock. Its forces existed not to invade, but solely to defend.
also, I mean, this is a world of floating
Now,
islands, right?
I had not even
Invading
the power to
another
that.
island or country
Seed Hollow
takes a lot of
soldiers were
resources.
steadfast and honorable. I had seen that.
How much did America
But they
waste
no
in the
longer
war?
knew how to protect their land.
With the war in
I
Iraq,
had
just
come to
flying
admire
over
the delicate
supplies.
flowers and many bowed trees
In
that
a world
flourished in
where
this climate.
continents are floating,
Did
like
not
by
wish to see them
by
trampled
necessity, you
under a
have to
monster's
airlift all your
claw
supplies, right?
or
And your
an
supply
invader's
lines
boot.
have to be long.
I could
But
offer
whatever,
Seed
we're
Hollow's
talking
force of
logistics
counsel.
in a fantasy
I
world.
would have to
That's
tread carefully. After all, I was a fool. I will have to be. I threw on my traveling cloak and arranged my pouch. Hearing no footfalls outside my room, I slipped through the door and padded softly down the corridor.
Oh, hey, Siegfried. You heading out?
Vern spotted me on the deck of the Grand Cipher. So much for stealing off unnoticed. I'm going for a walk.
On your tiptoes?
But I mean, there are benefits to having a professional soldier class too.
Going on
Like,
another one of your secret missions.
Though small, Vern had inherited the legendary.
It hurts the
wisdom
PR
of the
less,
dragons.
I guess, when you take casualties. If you have a conscript army and your citizens start dying in mass, it's gonna the will to keep fighting is gonna go down real quick.
Come on, Siegfried. We all know you won't yap for truth and
I could find no objection. It seemed that all the adventures Vern had been on, all the grand and wondrous things he'd seen, had sharpened his insight. Yes, of course. I followed Vern. I've come to ask for permission. My throat was tight, light nerve, fortune.
Alright, is the next combat mission gonna be?
I strode through with a dragon. I would like to ask you.
Curiosity. What's a cool knight like you always doing when he leaves the Grand Cipher?
Oh, curiosity killed the lizard. You're welcome to stay, but
Sounds like something my bud.
I was. But I realized that, in the end, the safety of the people is too heavy a price to pay for pride.
That's fair. No offense though, Siegfried. Your way with words is a little, special. So I'll just come along and do the talking.
20 minutes later, Vern and I, 500 years of peace has truly taken its toll.
What's the longest era of peace we've ever had here?
Become only an army in name. In truth, the military.
I mean, people talk about how like the world has gotten more peaceful than it is, but there is still constant conflict, and
everyone took orders from him.
Dispatch from Zathba. We got a lost child on our hands.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Vern hovered by the branches of a tall oak. It is important. There is a saying. It is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Peace should never so lull a nation that its defenses are
I wish that
abandoned.
was the outcome.
Its soldiers turned into clerks and errand boys.
Captain, new orders just came in. We're being sent.
Now these errand boys faced hordes of monsters who had been roused by Avia's machinations. 500 years of stillness, nature, and peace gone.
You hear that, troops?
Yes, sir.
They sure got.
Are you worried about?
Aren't you? You saw them get their butts kicked into the next item just a few days ago.
I did, but failure is the mother of success. I readjusted my
survive.
gauntlet and shifted my sword on my back.
Can't succeed if you're dead.
This is a chance for them to grow. I'll make sure of it.
Alright, is it a solo? I guess it is another solo mission because you did sneak off by yourself.
Vern and I left Seed Hollow. We arrived before the
What are we
soldiers.
gonna secretly nudge them to the right solution?
Alone, goblins are not much of a threat. But when they're allowed to form hordes,
Oh, I know all about those smart little suckers. They can plot stuff and coordinate and everything.
I smiled.
So earlier, you.
As you know, all monsters are different and must be dealt with.
We're
in
gonna
different ways.
subtly
We shall
give them
teach
some
these
hints.
tactics to the soldiers, but from the shadows. Plan rehearsed. Vern and Good.
Yeah, the blades on his gauntlets are like not practical at all.
We've got
They'd
to
be
break their
super heavy
formations.
IRL.
First, let's go for a frontal assault from the sentries.
The army from Seed Hollow will be here any minute
Don't
now.
mistake mercy for weakness. Don't worry. We won't even need a minute.
Enough.
Crap! This ain't poison. We made it. Looks like the soldiers are still prepping for
Time
the
limit.
fight.
Perfect. That gives us just enough time to thin down their main ranks.
We're gonna do half the work for them.
Get a move on. There's more gobbles. Man, there's a lot of beautiful.
Well, let's fix that, shall we?
Okay, get the mage first.
I can't believe they had so large a force. It's a good thing we came.
Can you perfect guard that?
Too slow.
Can you like parry it?
Hey, reinforcements! You got this, Siegfried. Hey, bud. I don't think there's any butt left to kick around here.
Ready. Be gone.
That's it? Easy peasy.
Nice work. I think the soldiers can pick off what's left.
I think there are a few more goblins hidden. They're likely not enough to reverse the tide. We had still better conduct a search, just to be safe. Let's go in deeper.
Look, it's a
Oh,
goblin
never mind. There's
soldier.
one.
And what are those? It's little sidekicks?
I don't think Seed Hollow's forces will be able to handle this. We should at
What?
least
No,
bring
I want
down
to kill the
goblin
snake.
soldier.
Snake's worth
So
more.
leave all the small fry alone? Got it. Don't want to rob Seed Hollow's finest of a job. Reach that.
Only the goblin leader. Don't attack the other guys.
Push through. You're finished. You are nothing. Great.
Let our blades do the
Watch
talking.
out for the shooter. Stop, rock, and roll. Reach that.
Just getting started.
Oh no. Hold on, no. What, we only want one of them here?
Enough. You're finished.
Well, I think we're done here. The army from Seed Hollow should be capable of handling the rest.
All right, let's head deeper in. Stay
You're not gonna be
together
suspicious
and
finding
stay
the bodies and just lying around.
Seems like they caught up. Let's hide.
Holy Bahamut! We did it!
The day is ours.
Vern and I crouched behind the voices of the
Yeah,
triumphant rose up.
we're
Resting
sharpening
up
them.
high, cool. All went well.
I guess.
Vern perched himself. They will continue to grow. They have experience now, and what's more, confidence. They will learn to keep their wits about them in battle.
If you're sure, there's something I've been wondering about, though, Siegfried. You didn't have to help these people. You're not even getting paid for this. So why go through the trouble?
I laughed. I think you already know the answer to that riddle. Because everything good in this world is worth protecting.
Hello there.
What's the rest of the thing about that?
3 days after
Dude, he's here.
here, on my eyebrows.
Do you think he...
No, I had lived and worked in the shadows from. Let us meet him.
Agree.
Vern led me to it.
It's
He wouldn't quite meet my eyes, as the young. It has. I still regret my actions in the.
No.
He shook his.
I'm here to.
So I swept my. I apologize.
Oh, no.
He explained. 3 days ago, Seed Hollow's army had been called upon to drive back a horde of.
Goblins are intelligent. They post sentinels and form ranks, just like we do. Sword fighters and shield bearers in front, mages in back. Any battle with them should have been tough and
Pretty basic tactics.
Yet these goblins had no set sentries, and their forces were meager and scattered. Even the large beasts the goblins kept in reserve had been terribly weakened by the time Seed Hollow's forces reached it.
But what could have worn it out like that? A night of partying too hard? No. Someone had to have helped us, and luckily, I had an inkling who.
Now he raised his round
There was this knight who'd saved my troops before. He wore jet black armor, and carried a crimson sword.
Yeah, no.
Vern peered down at my armor. It was matte black, so I could slip by in the night unseen. But I suppose outlined against the light of the sun, it cut quite a distinctive figure.
The rest really wasn't that difficult. Went with that description to a merchant who deals with a lot of foreign traffic, and learned about a former knight captain.
I see. Years away from the battlefield had dulled the army's swords. This I already knew. But now I realize it had allowed them to build rapport with their people, winning them trusted eyes and ears throughout their country.
If anyone should be apologizing...
Before I could stop it.
That day in the forest, I was frustrated and ashamed by the weakness of my troops. So I took it out on you.
Vern and I, your kind words are more than enough. And your...
What?
Speak the truth. I thought Seed Hollow's forces poorly trained and disorganized. From an outsider's perspective, at least. By placing a hand. But I see now that you have strength and wisdom that was hidden to me. With you in command, I have no doubt your company will go on to accomplish great things.
That means a lot.
He smiled.
But the fact remains that I let my soldiers get out of practice. You've helped me realize a lot these past few days. And I promise, we'll train harder than ever, make up for lost time, and become the defenders this country deserves.
Good. Never Seed Hollow. A land of gardeners who derive joy from the bounty of flora and the simplicity of peace. Though they were no longer the mightiest of warriors, they were by no means weak. No more than the wildflower, who holds aloft its petals in dry soil and through battering storms. And like wildflowers, they would continue to grow and flourish. Though Seed Hollow is a small country now, perhaps in time, it will rise to become a mighty nation. When that day comes, surely we'll make a valuable ally for Fiendrock.
You don't have to have those ambitions, right?
Hey, is it just me, or have we been getting less monster hunting missions recently?
We, as all Skyfarers, were used to shouldering the quests of greatest peril, as we've seen more combat than most standing armies. However, though Zega Grande was as plagued by monsters as ever, we'd had a quiet few days.
I think I can explain.
Lyria raised...
Apparently, Seed Hollow's soldiers have been super on top of things lately. A monster appears, and before the Crew Alliance can even draft up a mission, they get in there and solve the problem.
Good for them, but less work for us means less jingle in our pockets.
Vern drifted to me from across the room, and positioning his snout by my ear, spoke in a whisper.
Guess they really got their act together, huh?
It would certainly seem so. I looked up at my small comrade in training. We exchanged a secret smile. Well done, troops. Well done.
Alright, call it here. Hopefully, I think I'll break it down between tomorrow and Sunday. Yeah, I'm trying to finish this by the end of Sunday. So yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, one of them's complete. Oh, we have to go to. Come on, let's see what we get for all this. Oh. Oh hey, oh, is that how you get Mirage munitions? By finishing people's fate? Cause yeah, I was wondering how to get that. Okay. What? Oops. Oh, never mind. I have to go to Seed Hollow.
Easier than eating apples.
Okay.
What's this guy need? No, Infernodile. Well, I did beat that quest already. Oh, still don't have the gold key.
Yep, that's locked up tight.
What was? Oh, the gold key was like a Python thing. All right. Whatever. I don't have to do this here. We can just do this. I can just do this off screen. Alright, guys. Oh, wait. There's a higher than White Wing key. There's a key higher than Gold key, apparently. Alright. Hopefully we'll get it later. Alright, guys. I'll see ya.